Hi, Stevie Babies. Straight into the painting today. Sunday, the is it the 19th? Oh, I should know this. Let me just check on my mobile calendar. Woo! The 19th, not the 17th. I'm gonna have to go back a bit because it's 85 by 85 centimeters. Done in 2006. It says in the top left-hand corner, which is a problem in itself because when I did it, I designed it to not have a top and bottom because they're all different ways up. So you can have it any way you want it, whichever suited. And you could change it every day and have a different picture, basically, couldn't you? Yeah. Thought I was well ahead of the competition. And I still like this. Although it's very personal. I don't know if I should talk about it, but then the people involved won't be listening. So, yeah, okay. It's called Dolly and Androgeny. Dolly was my paternal grandmother. Doris Robinson, everyone called her Dolly. She was tiny and played piano, accordion. I think she had a violin. Very talented musician. That's how she earned a living. After my granddad died, and he was a musician too. She played in all the pubs all around Nuneaton. So that was in the days when pubs didn't have jukeboxes, they just had piano. So she entertained people on the piano and she got a few quid. So I wish I'd heard her play, but I never did. Only at home on the piano. And then not much because she didn't get up very early. I used to go and stay with her on Saturdays. And invariably, she'd still be in bed when I knocked on the door. And that would be about 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning. I had to wake her up. Sometimes the door would be open, I would walk in and just play on the piano. And she never came down and said, "Oh, I wonder who that is." Chain smoker she was. So anyway, ostensibly, this represents Dolly, the grand doll. And this represents me. Now she's holding a halo over me because apparently, obviously I don't remember it, I was a baby. But she said, "Oh, look at him. He's like an angel." And that may be the reason why in later life I believed I was an angel in training, which is down in that corner. Let me turn it. You see the angel with the wings. It's got blood coming off it. It's a painful experience. But it's also got what I discovered to be my I Ching configuration, or at least on that day anyway. And of course, as you see, dots. I thought I was doing dice or die, but they're dots, aren't they? They're clearly dots disguised as something else. And I'm wrapped in what, bandages? It's kind of a form of bondage, isn't it? When somebody says to you so young that you are an angel, it kind of traps you into that way of thinking. And I was trapped in other ways as a child because on my maternal side, I have a great great grandfather who was apparently, according to the BBC, the most famous Welshman of the 19th century. He was a druid and bard, and he was crowned 3 times and won a chair at the Eisteddfod. Travelled to America, entertained the Welsh community over there, and a jolly good, interesting person. So I was always felt like I had to live up to him, and that I had some literary talents, not as good as his, clearly, but I kind of felt always, oh, well, I could be like that, I could be like that. Which strangely is what happened university, I used to walk around the studios and look at other people's work and think, I could do that, I could do that. And it really affected the work I did. Rarely did I do my own work. This is my own work. A lot of the time I saw a style and thought, yeah, I could do that. And I'd do that style, which complicated things because nobody knew what my style was. Still don't know what my style is, really. Anyway, androgyny. So in the middle there, bit of a naughty bit. Quite surprised I got away with it, really, but then you do it at university. Weird, isn't it? And no one's ever said anything about it when I put it online or in an exhibition. And it has been exhibited. Oh, and there's a crucifix. I can turn it up. There's a crucifix in the sky. It's waiting for a hand to come down and grab. You know, it's quite religious, isn't it? I want to say religious. I mean, lots of religions don't have that. So it's probably quite Christian, slightly pagan, maybe. There we are there. Oh, right in the middle, the yin and yang symbol, which I put on later on because behind that, actually, it's not yin and yang. It's not yin and yang. Well, that's odd. I thought it was. Maybe I meant it to be and then didn't get round to doing it. But it actually covered up the female genitalia, referring to androgyny again. I left the male. That's very odd. And there's more red dots. Red dots, there's a big white dot there. There's a red dot there. Well, on the crucifix it says S-I-N, which looks like the word sin. But I was learning Spanish at the time, and sin means without. So maybe I'm saying without Christianity. That would make sense. Anyway, on this dice up here, you turn it around. This is quite awkward, isn't it? But you got the dice. Where's it gone? Got the dice down here that Gran Gold is standing on, and it's got spots on. And this dice has no spots on, but it does have figures in it. Now, these figures are trapped in a box because these figures were done earlier at university on hardboard as just doodles, really. And I thought, well, that's a good. I could do that as a theme, but I didn't ever get around to completely doing that. But they appeared here. Nothing is ever wasted in art. Once you've had an idea, it seeps into other things, whether you want it to or not. And you remember I said a long time ago that at university I signed not just with my tag, but also with an angel. Oh, there's an angel. That's the thing. Did it a lot bigger, so it appears part of the actual painting rather than just a little footnote. Grand doll. I don't know why she's painted. Well, everything's painted in red and blue, basically, isn't it? But I don't know if there's circles drawn on it. Remember, there's a dot. That's the dot there. Oh, I should have painted that dot blue, shouldn't I? So it came off of that and left a hole. Well, that makes art interesting because you can discover the things that artists forgot to do or added later on and nobody knows why and stuff like that. So Actually, do you know? See, I'm looking at this and I've forgotten stuff about it, and I thought I've just explained stuff to you, and I'm wrong, because there's the male genitalia and there's the female genitalia. So I've completely forgotten what this black circle thing is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, I'm more of a genius than I thought I was. The yin and yang is there, but it's a really big one, and it lies behind all those other figures. You see, there's a dark bit. This is the white bit. Oh, that's what that is. That's what that is. The yin and the yang thing. It has a black dot and a white dot, doesn't it? The black dot is in the white side, and the white dot is in the black side. Oh, see, it's been that long since I've actually really looked at this. Oh my God, that was really clever. Oh my God, I should have carried on doing them at uni. I'd have got it first. But like Lulu, rest in peace, always said, it's not about the grades. Although actually, you know, it was, because she got it first when she was a student. So it's easy to say it doesn't matter when you get it first, isn't it? When you only get a third, or like me, a 2-2, and it sounds a bit like you just making excuses when you say it doesn't really matter. I was quite happy with the 2-2, but between you and me, I've won 2-2s. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I was quite happy with the 2-2, but I would have been happy with a 2-1. And I would have been ecstatic with the first. That's the trouble with being a mature student, I think, when you've already got thoughts and ideas set in concrete in your head, ways of doing things that you've done all your life. It's hard to let go of those things. I wasn't the only mature student with issues like that. There was one female mature student. She was actually in a different year to me. I think she eventually left because of the clash with the tutors who wanted to try other things. And she said, no, these sell. So why was she there? I actually said, well, if you're telling your art, why are you here? What are you trying to achieve? I was trying to achieve recognition, which I thought maybe would get me into galleries, get a degree, it's like a key to the door. I found that to be not true. So thankfully, I don't really have to pay that student loan off. Because I'm the generation who would have had it free. And I've been paying for other people's universities, haven't I? So, yeah, I deserve it. I like the cat, by the way. Another one of my father-in-law's. Got a bit of space in there. I think it might be a bit big. Although, it does fit. It's another Casey Jones thing, isn't it? Woohoo! On the train. Anyone who doesn't know Casey Jones is too young. Google it. It was a ridiculous TV show where a guy ran a train and he was a crime fighter, solved all sorts of crimes on his train, and then chased the bad guys on his train. I mean, seriously, all that to go do was ride off on their horses under the direction, and he never got them, would he? Well, he always got them. It shows criminals are stupid. Well, people are stupid for thinking that could possibly happen. Innocent times back then. By the way, Cadbury's Cream Egg Cup. Other eggs are available. Other chocolate companies are available too. You can't beat the Cadbury Cream Egg, can you? Oh. Particularly when they're runny. I don't like them when they've gone to sugar and it's solid inside. I like them when they're runny and they come out your mouth like proper yolk. Yeah, lovely. Well, yesterday I had a lovely time at Concourse celebrating number two son's birthday. He's 38. How did that happen? He had his daughter, our youngest son was there with his two daughters. His wife was fortunately having to work. She's a hairdresser and works Saturdays. Now the coronavirus thing eased off a bit. And a look at that. Gotta do something about that again. Yeah, well, it's probably just muscle, really, you know. Probably muscle not getting used. Anyway, I've been waffling here for how long? 15 minutes, and I haven't said a real thing. So I'm going to go because we've got to go. We're quite busy if my wife is well enough. I'm going to try and bring the invalid scooter home. I don't like it though. It gets stolen. Now, worth a bother too. I'll either sell it or keep it. I don't know, but it will fit in a metal shed. That's what my wife thinks it will. It will get in the car. I'll make sure of that. And once that's out of the house, really, there's no need to go back. So, progress moving forward. Well, there's the wife outside. Time to go. Love all, hurting on. Walking soft shoes. See you, babies.